female clients ask me this question, like, am I doing anything wrong? Is it wrong to dream? Is it wrong to, pursue my career?
Yes.
So that is my question to you guys. I really wanted to know because I know, Krishna, you as, very career oriented, like passionate about your work. You are multi-talented, so like so sweet. And I know Priya, she's like just got married and like trying to settle in the new life and balancing work life, career, everything, and very passionate about her work as well. And I know Sheena that she's been struggling to just thrive and just go on to her career because she's so good in things that she do. She's a mom, she's a wife, she is married for how long?
12 years now.
12 years. In a world where we women are expected to be career driven, but not too much, is it too much to ask if I want to dream, if I want to pursue my career? What's the big deal if I want to chase my ambition? What's the big deal if I want to speak my mind? So this episode is very close to my heart, guys, because it comes from a social setting, just something like this. I was sitting at a place where there were tons of aunties, and we were talking about finding a bride for one of my friends. And it started with them saying, Chokri to sari che, pan thodi advanced che.
Oh,
But thodi advanced chalegi.
Yeah.
So just for my American friends, like, girl's really good, but she's like a little more fancy, very sassy. I don't know if that is the right word, because in that moment, I couldn't understand what the word advanced is.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't really get it. So me coming from that Western background, I was very curious and I asked that question. Like, what do you mean by advanced? Because I know this girl, she's just passionate about her career. She wears good clothes. She is trendy. She is well spoken. She does podcast. And she's very well educated and a very good position in her career. What do you think is advanced? And they were like, घर का काम कर लेगी.
Oh.
Of course, that's what's expected, right?
So
that is called advanced.
Yeah, even
they should know first.
Even if they want to do kuch kaam karna hai, they can do, but will she also be able to do the household chores? Yes.
So that is my question to you guys. I really wanted to know because I know, Krishna, you as, very career oriented, like passionate about your work. You are multi-talented, so like so sweet. And I know Priya, she is like just got married and like trying to settle in the new life and balancing work life, career, everything, and very passionate about her work as well. And I know Sheena that she's been struggling to just thrive and just go on to her career because she's so good in things that she do. She's a mom, she's a wife, she is married for how long?
12 years now.
12 years.
Almost 12
I
years.
must have known it.
Wow.
Tell me.
Yes.
Although my
And look
daughter,
how
she's
pretty
6.
she is, right? So I want to know this from you guys. When in your life you have been, or were you ever told that you are very advanced, and for what reason?
I can share one, statement. Like, this was not about passion or something, but I'm a Gujarati girl and my husband, he's a Punjabi. So from a family friend in my dad's circle, he said, "Ke આપણા ગુજરાતી છોકરાઓ બધા પતી ગયેલા તો પંજાબીમાં તારા છોકરીને શોધવું પડ્યું." So this is not about passion or something, but this is kind of comments you literally get to hear from your own circle, from your own family.
Right.
Okay, why not? I mean, why Punjabi? Why not Gujarati?
So
this is a
married in a different culture or in different caste is a big deal.
Yeah.
Or is it
Considered advanced?
I mean that
Is it
comment,
advanced?
like pati gaila chokrao Gujarati ma. This is some weird comment which my
What about
dad
you?
actually came and told me, and I'm like, okay, just forget it.
Yeah, I think with me, I mean, a little bit. I've kind of been a little fortunate because, like with my parents being around and with my father-in-law, I've never been asked such questions. But I think I did see people around me, like when I got married, there were like other girls in the family. There were other married girls in the family, and I saw then being a little hesitant to talk to me in front of everyone because somehow I'm considered to be very bold, or I'm considered to be someone with wings. So I did overhear someone saying that good they're not around each other because ana to pankha hai jaise, and I'm like, how is having wings a bad thing? That was my question. Even though I do understand, even though I'm from here and I know what that means,
Right.
but it still didn't make a lot of sense to me because I'm like, oh, if she's gonna have wings, she's gonna be able to fly, and that's a beautiful
That's a
thing.
good
isn't
thing.
it?
Yeah.
So that why is that being questioned, or why is it that me being used as an inspiration is something wrong? For a girl who's gotten married and who's educated and is able to work, that's one thing that I've seen.
So just
that
because you have wings to fly, you are advanced.
I'm advanced.
What's
Yes.
the big deal?
I know, right?
What about you, Priya?
So, luckily, I was very fortunate that, so we are two sisters, okay? So, we have never felt that gender discrimination by our parents.
Right.
And they've always encouraged us in whatever we wanted to do. So, family mein, there was some other environment altogether. But when I see and meet some of my friends' parents, that's when I realized that, oh, okay, you do these tasks at your place, or આ તો બધા છોકરાના કામ હોય, or like simple things where even it was, they had like defined matlab gender roles ki a guy can only do, if there's some insurance work, or so I took a job at an insurance company. And it was like, why are you talking about general insurance? Like, બીજું કશું નતું મળ્યું થોડુંક વધારે, આ તો બધા છોકરાઓ હશે ને, તારા વર્ક પ્લેસ પર there'll be only guys, right?
Yeah.
So then why do you want to go
Pick
at
something feminine.
Yeah.
You pick something which
Yes.
is more masculine.
Hmm.
Is you being advanced.
advanced? Yeah.
Okay. So we have picking something masculine is advanced.
Yeah.
Having wings to fly is being advanced.
That's
And getting married to
A
somebody who is in a different caste
community.
is
Yeah.
advanced. And sometimes what I feel is I want to also tell the girls, and it's not just about the girls, but I just want to address this to the society, that it is not their fault too, because patriarchy is engraved in our
Yeah.
Culture. Yeah,
and it's
very true.
very difficult for them to get out of
Out
that
of the
patriarchy.
system.
Yes.
And the other part about, I always get my female clients ask me this question, like, am I doing anything wrong? Like, am I gaslit? Like, am I doing anything wrong? Like, is it wrong to dream? Is it wrong to, pursue
Yeah.
my career? And I always tell them that, why it is not wrong, because they are in fear. They are in fear because maybe independence, like if the girl is an independent one, they may challenge the dependency-driven culture. So once we become independent, we may challenge the dependency-driven culture. And they're scared of that challenge.
That challenge.
Mm.
So it's not us.
Yeah,
It's them.
absolutely. And,
Yeah.
and you must have noticed that these judgments mostly come from women. That's even more sad. Like, I think I've been questioned, not me, or I've seen people question other female, and those people have been women. So
Right.
that kind of really makes me sad, because it's not the male who's
Yeah.
questioning it, it's
Yeah.
the women who are questioning it, because like you said, because they haven't been able to do it, and
Yeah.
they feel that why
You know,
letting
a
it get
psychological
done?
perspective on
Yes.
that is what,
Huh.
like, it is this our brain is a very funny thing. It just remembers the trail of what has happened in the past.
Hmm.
It is like that schema that we just follow.
Yeah.
And what happens is, like, these women are grown up in that generational
Yeah.
environment, that it's very difficult for them also to accept
Digest and
this
accept that.
challenge. So let's say if a babu is coming to
Hmm.
a home who is a little bit advanced, the mother-in-law gets challenged.
Hmm.
And is
Yeah.
she ready to accept the challenge? So it's not about
Yeah.
the daughter-in-law or mother-in-law, but it is more about the challenge that is placed
Hmm.
and how easily, with the help of therapy or how with the like platform like this,
Hmm.
how can we help them that she's not here to challenge you. She's just
Hmm.
herself.
Yeah.
She's
just
playing her
being
own
Yes.
role,
Yeah.
and you have your different rules.
You have
Yeah.
it.
Just
She's not going to take
accept.
away anything.
And she's in fact a part of your own team.
She
Now
is
you,
your
yeah,
team.
exactly.
You get a help.
And
Why do you want to make it a?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
yeah, add her like a feather on your cap.
exactly.
And your cap will look beautiful,
Exactly.
right?
True.
So again, I want to ask you guys this. When did you realize that your passion is making the society uncomfortable? And how did your family deal with that? Because many times our family is usually very supportive.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
I agree.
They're
Yes.
good people. I cannot say they're bad people.
Yeah.
They're good people. And I think everyone's family, for that matter
Yeah.
of fact, are very good people. But we live in this collectivist
Hmm.
society where they are answerable to somebody, and I don't know who is that higher up. I really don't know the hierarchy of this collective
Yeah.
environment, because I always go up and who is this person?
Someone who really basically has nothing to do with our lives.
Hmm.
Yeah. True.
Someone
Yes.
who is really very free in their life.
Yeah.
And someone who thinks that they're supposed to rule the world, they're supposed to tell everyone how
There
they're
has to
supposed
be some rules.
I
Yeah.
mean, they might not have done the same thing with their kids, but
Hmm.
they now somehow want to be that one person or that one buzurg in the family who wants to dictate how their entire generation is going to work.
Or the tribe, I would say.
the tribe that
The
they're trying to
tribe.
form, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not always about elderly people. It is something with the same age.
Yeah.
People who are
Absolutely.
very well educated. People
Yeah.
who are literally doing stuff like what you are doing, and they sometimes judge you or maybe make you feel that શું જરૂર છે આ બધું આપણે ના કરવાનું હોય.
Hmm.
And then
Yeah.
I understand, I mean, what is આ બધું? I mean,
Yeah.
what do you even know about it?
Yeah.
What is that?
How? Yeah, I mean, like, why do you have to judge somebody when you don't even, respect that particular field? You don't even know.
Hmm.
About that particular
About-
field.
yeah.
And what it takes for a person to get there when
Yeah.
Yeah.
it takes
Yes.
a lot.
Yes.
For a
Yeah.
female, it takes a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And especially what Sheena just mentioned, that
Yeah.
આ બધું શું જરૂર છે? Those questions.
It's not always about necessity or basics of your life. It is
Yeah.
something about you want to do it,
Yeah.
you like it, and it is your passion. But you have to give explanation for that also.
Yeah.
Why?
And also when you're
I
coming.
mean, what's the
Yeah.
big deal now?
Yeah.
I guess
What's the big deal?
we are
That
doing
was a good
something.
one. Yeah. And also when you come from the so-called privileged family, કે
Yeah.
જ્યાં this is
Yeah, I
discussed,
mean,
કે what is the
શું
need for
જરૂર
you
છે?
to do it.
Ah.
And they'll be like, okay, you can do it to be busy, or if it interests you. But when we show them that we are actually passionate about this thing, and it's not just to kill time or stay busy, but it is like we can actually excel, that's when I think, Pinkal, these so-called aunties or even the society, then they have a problem with it. It's not when you are doing it just for the keeping yourself busy. They'll be like, oh, સારું છે, એનું પોતાનું આવું કરે છે. But when you start excelling in
But
it,
what is your priority? I think
Yeah.
they judge you by how you're setting your priorities.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
So for a man, the
Hmm.
priority is always work.
yeah,
For a female, the priority is always home.
Home.
hmm,
Right? So I went to a safari.
hmm,
I'm just coming back from a safari.
hmm,
And I think Priya, I shared this with you, and this was not that I wanted to talk about, but it reminds me of that because we're here. I saw lion and lioness
hmm, yeah,
in this environment, and what I learned, the lion sits there. The lioness is the one who
Hunts.
goes and hunts.
Wow.
The lion never hunts.
the lazy person.
It's the lazy one.
I just
And
keep
that's what
sitting
I'm
and people
talking
come to
about.
see.
And
Yeah.
people come to see the pride.
Yeah.
And who is the pride? The lion,
Lion.
right? And I kind of just, saw them in this action several times, not once, several times when I was on this 8 days. And something I learned that, what, we talk about gender roles.
Hmm,
I feel there is something we women don't want to be man.
hmm,
We just want to be us.
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So what if we are going out and working? We understand our role as a nurturer. We will still nurture,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
See, the lioness, when she goes out to hunt, she is nurturing. But you know what the lion is doing? You said he's lazy, right?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
he's watching the lioness.
Oh.
He's watching the
Her
lioness
back.
that if she shouldn't get hunted,
Hmm.
you know who teaches
Watching
the
her
cub
back, yeah.
to hunt? It's not the lion. The lioness is the one who teaches the cubs to hunt, just like how a mom teaches the kids how to eat,
Yeah.
right? It is
Yes,
the
wow.
same dynamics.
Wow.
But what the lion does
It's a
is,
good
the
observation.
lion protects the pride.
Hmm.
And
Right.
pride is maintaining and making sure that my lioness is safe out there.
Hmm.
Because what happens, lions are very territorial.
Yeah.
So what happens is, like, when the lioness is out with the cubs to go hunt, the other lion wants to kill the cubs,
Of course.
Hmm.
right? Because they want to take over.
Yeah.
Over.
And the lioness is busy hunting, finding food, and nurturing. So this lion, he always takes a stance from above. Like, he's not there. He sits up there. He watches the lioness and the cubs. And the moment if someone tries to attack the lioness,
That's when he.
All
That's when he
he
entered.
goes there and he saves the lioness.
Yeah.
I think that is the real man.
Hmm.
Definitely.
That is the real
Dude, I got
Yes.
the goosebumps.
I want
Yeah.
I mean,
people to
yes.
become men.
Yes.
Let
This is
them be a man.
Yeah.
amazing
Yes.
example
Yes.
to give.
Yeah.
That is
The analogy. Yeah. And
man.
even when we have like our husbands who are always there,
yes.
that's when even we can shut down these society
Exactly.
comments.
Absolutely.
That is the most
That's what the
comforting
Yeah.
part.
So now
when
we
you
can
come
relate
home
it.
and you don't have to explain
Exactly.
yourself to at least
Yeah.
your husband,
Yeah.
and he's like, I know it.
Yeah.
And
Or
that
for
is
the matter of
where,
fact, your family.
yeah,
I mean, there are lions. Our father-in-laws are lions, and
Yeah.
our
True,
mom
true,
is a
true,
lioness
totally.
who's been through that.
Yeah.
All of
If
it.
they
so-
weren't, we wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very true.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that's so true. That's so true.
And
So-
also talking about that point where you said the female is the nurturer, right? The roles are defined. I feel even though there are no such defined roles in some of the families, like if I can give my own example, I somehow feel nobody's asking me to not go to work and do household ka thing. But I still feel that, I need to balance both. Or even if I'm doing like a 9 to 5 job or like even if a 12-hour shift, I still want to go back and then contribute in the household thing so that they don't feel
but that is our
Oh.
nature. Like
Yeah.
women
Yeah.
are like
I
that.
think because
Even
of
if
what
they
we
go
see.
out, work, when they come home, they see the kid and stuff lying here and there. It's inbuilt.
Yeah.
You just go on that auto mode
Yes.
and you fix everything.
Yeah. It's like that superwoman syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to, even though I'll work,
I think
but I
it's
also
not
want to
about
do
them.
this.
It's about you, Priya.
Hmm.
And I'm going to give you a little bit of therapeutic angle.
Okay.
It's your own guilt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is eating you, right? So think about this. I'm going to give you
Yes.
an example that I just spoke to Sheena before we started this. When you're in an airline, what is the thing that they say when you're about to take off?
Wear your own
Wear your own
mask first.
before
and-
helping
Before
others.
helping
Yeah.
others. What is
Yes.
your work and what is your passion for you?
Yeah.
What is it for you?
It's the main
Take care of
thing. Yeah.
yourself.
It's
too
your self-care.
before-
Yes, self-care.
It's like your identity. It's like when
Hmm.
you wake up in the morning, you can tell yourself, this is who I am, right?
Right.
But think about it. If that is taken away from you, that mask is taken away from you, will you be able to
Breathe.
nurture your family? Take care
Right.
of them? Because there will always be a void in your heart. And you'll always want to thrive to do something and you'll always feel incomplete. And you will never give justice or never justify.
Yeah. And we'll try to sail in both the boats without doing one thing perfectly. So,
Yeah.
Or if you even for the matter of fact leave working
yeah.
because you want to be a full-time there, that is also going to leave a void.
Yes, for sure.
But I think, I have a different take on this. So, we talked about people around us that put pressure on us or that make us do or say
Right.
things what we do. But sometimes we must also introspect that sometimes it's ourselves, like Priya said,
Yeah.
that's the place where we change ourselves, because like she said, initially, when because I've come from a family where, again, I was privileged. I never did a lot of things, and I was treated equally like my brother. But when I came home, when I got married, I don't have a mother-in-law. So I felt, or even though no one told me, I felt like, okay, if the cook doesn't come, I have to cook. Or if this doesn't happen, I have to do it. And then, that is something. Then once I was just sitting down, sometimes I do that. I sit myself down and talk to myself, and I'm like, you know what? I'm equally new to this job. I'm equally new to this role.
Yeah.
My father-in-law is new to the situation. My husband is new to the situation. So why am I cursing myself that we aren't fed? I don't know cooking. My husband doesn't know cooking. My father-in-law doesn't know cooking. So, we three are equally responsible that we are not eating together.
Yeah.
So I think that's where sometimes I feel like, even though in my family I've seen that mothers or females are the ones who cook, or are the ones who sacrifice to be able to help others in the family work, I feel like unless I don't respect myself enough, or unless I don't stop taking the guilt, even though the world is not pressuring me, I myself, with my pressure, I'm going to bog myself down.
Right.
So today, when something doesn't happen, or someone doesn't come, or a meet doesn't come, I'm like, okay, what are you
do
going
we
to
do?
do? What are you going to do? What am I going to do? If we three do everything equally, we're all going to stay healthy. We're all going to feel okay. We're not going to be overstressed, because all three of us work 9 to 5.
Are sailing
and
in
we
the
have
same
to do-
boat.
Yeah.
We are in
Yes.
this
We
together.
are in this together.
Yes.
Okay, what does everyone do?
What's the big deal?
What's the
Deal.
big deal?
Yeah.
Do it together or not do it.
Do it together. Yeah.
Or just not do it, just order it.
Yes.
Exactly. Right. So, but I think even in that case, I've seen I just came up with this. I just thought of it that just a few days back, there were a lot of guests in the house, and I get overwhelmed when so many guests come, because I've not been in a situation where I have to entertain them. So when I went to the kitchen, I saw my husband coming behind me, the sweetheart he is, just try to help me, just try to make
Yes.
sure that we have everything ready and everything. So I saw someone coming inside the kitchen and be like, "Tu here su kare chhe?" Why are you standing
Gender
here?
roles.
He's like, why shouldn't I be standing
Yeah.
here? And then the things like these, they are so reassuring to me that that they're never gonna make me give up on my dreams and the path I want to follow in my career, because I'm like, okay, if he can be so supportive, if he's not blaming me, if he's not judging me,
Who cares?
why am I judging myself? Why
Yeah.
am I pressurizing myself?
And I think that's what psychologically male and female, the spousal dynamics is the highest in the hierarchy. So as long as you and your husband, you're okay with it, who cares? Log kya kahenge?
Yeah.
That's what you
That's
have
what,
to,
yeah.
That
Have to come
shift
to
is
that
important.
point,
You have to
yeah.
come to that point
Yeah.
where you are okay with yourself,
Yes.
where you can wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror without thinking that you're doing it
Without that
wrong.
guilt. Okay, what
you're
if
doing right.
the maid is not there, but I'll still go to work?
That is okay.
Yeah.
Have to.
All right.
Yeah,
so
it's
that's our segment for here. So let's move on. Okay. But that was a nice piece about Krishna when you started saying about we always feel the need of speaking our minds out. We always feel the need of ye galat ho raha hai. I need to speak up for that, even though if it is not our business, and which is what we are always told about. Why do you care? Why do you have to say? You will look bad, or everything that you just said, Krishna. So I just feel think about that. Does it make a difference in your life? What part does it change?
Sometimes I feel like I just feel like I said I feel like when my parents spoke up for me, when someone told them that she's a girl, why do this, why do that, why let her do that. So because they spoke up for me, I was able to live this amazing life.
Right.
I feel like, can I do it for someone else? Because I want to do it.
So
for
then
someone
basically you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for
For
yourself.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that
For
makes you
yourself,
feel
Maybe,
happy about
yeah.
Right?
I mean,
So if you're doing it for yourself, then you're not doing any good to them.
okay.
Yes.
Maybe.
right? So if you really want to do good to them,
I need
then
to
ask
do
them,
every- I know, right?
Yeah.
then how do they want you to help? Not in
Yeah.
your way, the way
I
they
can do
want.
that.
That's a good
So
advice.
That's a good.
Yes.
That's a good advice, right?
That's a good
Yeah,
perspective
actually.
also. Like, I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Yeah, when you
Maybe
really
they
want to
don't
help
know,
someone,
maybe they are
ask
okay with
them.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, because you know what, psychologically there is this responsibility cycle.
Hmm.
And we people always
Hmm.
believe, like we in our culture, you know what, so let me explain you this responsibility cycle. So there is this outer circle and there is this inner circle. In the inner circle, it's all everything about what
You.
you are responsible for,
Hmm.
what you are accountable for, what is in your control,
Control.
right? What is in your control? Your mistakes, your emotions, your feelings, your choices, your dreams, your
Mistakes, your
ambitions,
dreaming.
everything that you are accountable for, you are responsible for. In the outer circle is what others are
Hmm.
responsible, others' responsibility, others' feelings, behaviors, mistakes, choices. What we do is we focus on the outer circle more than the inner circle.
Ourselves.
So then we go into this guilt because we are not
Yeah.
worried about our own emotions.
Yes.
We are worried about what they will feel.
Yes.
So
True.
if once we start, turning inward then outward, like just turn inward, just look into yourself. What part, when you're doing certain thing, what is that little thing that is healing you from within?
Hmm.
Maybe you are expecting others to take that stance for
Mhm.
you.
Yeah. I
And
know, right?
because that void, there is this
Mhm.
void, you're always expecting, and because you're not getting it, you feel like giving is better. Because you need it, everybody else needs that.
Hmm.
So you go from that standpoint that I'm not getting, I'm going to give, and that will make them happy, but that is not what they need.
Yeah.
Right. Well, next time I think I'm in a situation like that, I'm gonna just sit back and then wait, and then later on I'm gonna see if they really need it, if
You
they
can
really
go.
need my
Observe,
opinion,
yeah.
or if they really need my stand.
Hmm.
And I think only then it makes sense that I take that action, because then it saves me from the trouble of me going through
Yeah.
the
Whole
If really
process
make
for them.
the difference, then you just tender for it. Like sometimes it just give us headache
So I think it's
and
also
irritation.
ask for permission. Like if I want to help Sheena, or I want to
Yeah.
help Priya, or I want to help Krishna, help is given in several ways. Maybe
Hmm.
this person just wants you to sit with them and
Listen to
you
them. Yeah.
and let them ramble.
Yes.
That is also a help.
Vent out before you.
Yeah, just went out is help. Maybe this
Yeah.
person just want to be angry and break something, and is like, you know what, I felt good. Okay, I can deal with it now in my way. Maybe they
Yes.
really don't want you to stand up because they're
Hmm.
happy in their own comfort.
Absolutely.
So,
Right.
so what I want to ask is, have society
Hmm.
or your community shaped your choices in any way or any form? Like you wanted to do something, but because you were the victim of log kya kahenge syndrome, you took different
Yeah.
pathway.
Yeah. I think some.
Not really.
Mhm.
I mean, I didn't.
Okay.
Did you take a step back and then propelled, like taking time, and you took this step back and like, what? Who cares?
Hmm. But did that, for example, if you, okay, you were into the makeup when you started, was it a choice also because A, you were good at it, but B, also because you felt that there'll be flexibility in terms of, was that another thought or not?
Sometimes I feel yes, because I was limited with my timing, because my in-laws, they don't stay with us,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
my parents, they are also not staying with us. It's just me, my daughter, and my husband. And my husband, he's a pilot, so
Right.
half of the time, I can say 70% of the time, he's out of the house.
Hmm.
So definitely I have to see
Hmm.
about my timings and routine and stuff.
Right.
So then I realized, okay, this is. Then I was like double sure about my passion, that this is good.
Yeah. So see
That
that is what
now
I'm trying
that you
to.
made me
Yeah, that is
think
what I'm
of
trying
it,
to.
and I can
Yes.
say that.
We always
That-
condition ourselves. Like I took a career, okay, fine. I want to move back to Baroda.
Yeah.
I could have done so much better if had I stayed in Bombay, and I would have done.
Yes.
But then I was like, no, I want to move back, and this is what I want to do. So I think most of
because
us
I
are.
agree.
Like the society have changed.
Yeah. At least I feel
Yeah.
that we are being conditioned Okay, take a role where you can, even if you get pregnant or even if you get
oh
a
my god, you
child.
remind me about something. I'll share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if you have a child, so you can take care of your house, the kid, and your work. So even if they are like, no, we are not stopping you from
Yeah.
Working.
taking
But-
your but that always comes into the
But it is a
But-
big deal.
yeah.
But it is
Yes,
It is a big
it is a big deal.
So I just want to share my narrative about how society had
Yeah.
made me choose what
Choices.
had made me change my choices. So I always wanted to be a doctor when I was even like a 3-year-old. The question asked me, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, like, I want to be a doctor. And the only one thing that I was fascinated about was having the DR in front of my
Your
name.
name,
And I'm like,
yeah.
you know what, this is so magical. Like, not everyone gets it. Like, I was so proud of that, like, getting that. So, cut to, like, I passed my 12th and my dad knew that I always wanted to be a doctor. And I always wanted to be specifically a gynecologist. Then when I was even little, they asked me, like, what kind of doctor you want to be? And I said, I want to give birth to babies. That was my ultimate answer.
Answer
And then
to
I
it.
knew that I'm going to be a gynecologist. So I'm like, great. 12th passed. My dad is looking for finding a college for me. And he goes to this one person who is an agent who gives who deals with giving all this admission. How it works in India is very different than how it works in Western culture. So he goes there, and my dad said, which is a good college for my daughter. She wants to do MBBS. And this uncle, he tells my dad that why does your daughter want to do MBBS? It's like she always wanted to do an MBBS. So he says, like, you know what? I think she should go to a dental school. She just want to become a doctor. No, तो dentist बन के भी DR की sign मिल जाएगी.
Wow.
Why does she want? Why do you want to pay double the
Okay.
donation?
Oh,
Why do
okay.
you want to pay
Unwanted
double the
opinion,
donation?
yeah.
Oh,
Because, there is a
Because it was for the
system,
daughter,
right?
and then
Like, yeah, you will save money.
Haan.
She will still get the degree of doctor. And plus, when she gets married, MBBS में तो night calls आते हैं and all that. तो लड़कियों के लिए dentistry ही better है. कि she can do 9 to 5
9
job.
to 5 job,
she can
and then
come
yes.
home and take care of the family. Now this is this uncle who doesn't even know me, my family background or my passion.
Still
or
given
my-
the
Like I
detailed
told-
advice
Like I
to
told
the family.
you, it's always the
Other
one who
people.
has nothing to
But
do with
like
you.
the hierarchy, then now I get an answer. Who is there at the
And
hierarchy?
because he said my daughter,
Huh.
because daughter has a lot of roles. रात को घर जाना
Yeah.
पड़ेगा. It's not good.
Yeah.
And
It's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
रात को call आते हैं
Yes.
and all that.
Jan,
So
Jan.
my dad comes home and he's like, you know what? We should do dentistry. Like that, you will still be a doctor.
Doctor.
And એમાં થોડું ઓછું ભણવાનું હોય. So I was like, થોડું easy की તરીકે છે. Like it's less of a thing. And I was also like, you know what? If it is a less of a thing, let's just do it. Like let's just get
Yeah.
done and
Yeah.
over with. And I just got done and over with that
Yeah.
part.
So I also feel we also need to talk about and give credit to our parents, and especially parents of those like those kids where they are giving wings to their kids to go and follow their passion.
Right.
Like, I mean, that going against the society and what
Right.
log kya kahenge, they are
And
still,
still,
even though they know they live in that society,
Right.
your extended family is only going to ask you,
Right.
okay, why are you making her do this thing?
Right.
Why are you taking her the night journeys or making her work till late?
Right.
But those times, it's always the parents who
right.
actually support you and also shut those voices down, right?
That's
So,
true.
yeah.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna ask you some good rapid fire questions.
That's
okay.
That's fun.
But the
Interesting,
interesting
exciting.
one, not the
Yeah.
coffee with currant.
Yeah.
color. It's
Oh,
like-
I was hoping it was more like
no,
that.
it's the what's the big deal question.
Questions.
so in this segment, I want to really cover. I'm gonna bring up my rapid fire.
Okay.
Lovely.
All right. So a belief. There's one belief. This question is for all of you. Okay. Keep it short. Keep it crisp. Okay. One belief that you were raised with, but now you reject because of what's the big deal?
I think just this, the guilt of being passionate. I mean, that was something I was always taught, right? Okay, family first, home first. And that is something I've now started rejecting and taking like work over family or like work over spending time with your family. Yeah, I think that is so.
So you're saying that the norm, you've rejected the norm, the stereotyping norm. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
The belief system that people have,
Hmm.
instilled in women that this is first and that is, you
Yeah,
come
the
after
priority.
this. So now we've started giving priority to
Priority,
yourself and
yes.
not feeling guilty about
Yes,
it.
priority to my passion and not to
Because
the
your passion
husband.
is yourself.
Yes, yeah.
What about you, Krishna?
Okay. So I think maybe very similar, but like I said, like I've mentioned previously, so not taking the guilt when probably things are not working around me, because it necessarily is not just on me. It's a collective effort as a family or as people around me that
Right.
it's not working. It's just not me. So I
Hmm.
think maybe that, like, eradicating that norm,
Right.
that, if, like I said, if everyone's hungry and there's no food in the house, it's not
Just
just
your
my
responsibility.
responsibility.
So
It's that
you
I
are
was
also
going to-
rejecting the norm that
I'm-
it is
Yeah.
I am.
you who is going to make sure that you provide.
Absolutely.
But it is a
like-
collective effort.
Correct.
What do you think?
For me, like I've seen my cousins and all, like we've been told that you don't have to work. I mean, women normally doesn't work.
Yeah.
We are not the provider.
Yeah.
Husbands are the provider, or dads, or maybe in-laws and all. I don't believe that now. Of course they are. They are there for whatever you ask, your need, your demands and everything. So I have rejected that belief, which, has come around. And now I feel that it's not the same thing. I want to teach my daughter that the role is going to be the same for everyone. For me, for my husband, for my father-in-law, for my dad. I mean, this is something I want to teach my daughter.
So you
that
rejected
I
the
am-
gender role,
Yes.
the belief that gender role
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
They are doing amazing, I understand, and they're
Very
doing fine.
nice.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, I feel girls also should take it as a priority, not like, okay, you just have everything, you are privileged, so you don't have to work.
Yeah.
You should
yes,
work for your
yes,
mental
yes.
health.
Very true.
You should
Yeah.
work for
Yeah.
your happiness, and you should work
Yes.
because you feel this is okay to do it for yourself.
I also feel sometimes, I think even all of us, what I've seen is that passion is celebrated publicly, but then the same people judge it privately when they are,
Well, that
Yes.
just defines their own character.
yeah.
I believe it that way.
I know.
Like for me,
Just
I believe
do
that.
your job and
Yeah.
be
You
happy.
do you.
Yeah, you do you.
For me, one benchmark is if I
Yeah.
can wake up in the morning and look at myself with
Hmm.
proud, like I can tell myself that I love you.
Yeah.
You, do
You
it
did good.
You did great. You're putting on all
But
your
trust me,
Yeah.
end up to day,
But
You are
I
giving your best.
feel,
And even if
I
you are
don't care.
failing.
Like I really don't care. And yes, sometimes I do because we live in this collective society
Yeah.
where it does matter. People's judgment does matter. But at the end of the day, I just feel like that defines their own character, and I
You can leave it up.
and I can process it. I'm not letting it go. I'm not suppressing it.
Yeah.
But I'm processing it because I think they're projecting their own traumas on me. And
That's a
they
good
need to
way
take care
to
of their own
think
traumas.
about
really
it.
good because I kind of do the same
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
when someone's being mean or when someone's talking behind my back.
Yeah.
I just go up to my husband and I just tell him how sad must they be.
Their
They
life.
need to talk about me,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
out of all the things in the world, out of all the crises and wars in the world, they chose to
See,
talk about
Priya
me.
belongs to a PR agency. Any publicity is a good publicity.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can walk in the room and people turn their head and talk about you,
You.
you made a difference.
Yeah.
So I just take it in that way,
Yes.
good or bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
All right, guys. So, question to you: what do you want the next generation girls to know? One advice.
Don't be victim of the superwoman syndrome.
I'd like to say put your mental health and well-being first before anyone else.
Put your mental health and well-being first. Don't have a superwoman syndrome.
I think be you, be happy. You don't have to put pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You be you.
Yeah,
You be you.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
What's the big
What's the
deal?
big deal?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
would say, don't judge yourself.
Yeah.
Give that
Most
responsibility to others.
Others.
That is not your responsibility.
Give them something to do.
Give them something. Keep them busy. Let them judge you. All right, guys. Smiley faces. This is a good question.
Yeah.
What are you proud of? What is one thing that you're proud of?
I'm proud of myself because I started working again at the age of 35, where half of the people think that how can I change my career? How can I work again at the age of 35? So I'm proud of myself.
Good job.
I think for me, just trying to balance the work and the newly married in-laws life. I think, yeah, that is something I'm proud of. That I'm able to juggle between both the things.
Very good. What are you proud of?
I think I'm proud of being a boss lady.
Oh, nice. I like
Managing
it.
a team of 13 and doing a really good job. So, I mean, I think I'm certified to say that. Am I not?
You are. You should be proud. We are proud of all you girls here. And I'm proud of fighting my fear of coming in front of the camera and hosting this podcast.
I was
Proud of
just going to ask you, what are you proud of?
What's the big deal?
What's the big deal?
If it goes wrong, this is
We should have a
for
toast to
us.
that.
Yes. What's the big deal? We are doing our best. And that is what I'm proud of.
And I'm also proud of you because you got us here. You got
Yeah.
us. You made us think what we're doing good in our lives. And now
Yes.
we're gonna all go back, sleep with a smile, and that's because of you. So you
Yes.
should be proud,
Proud of
us.
yourself.
We are proud of
Yeah.
you too.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So here at What's a Big Deal, we are establishing a What's a Big Deal club where each one of us have this year where we really thought, what's the big deal, or is it a big deal that we are worrying so much, right? So if I were to give you a T-shirt with a phrase on it, what would that phrase be, and what year did you start believing on that phrase or
Okay.
living with that phrase?
Okay. I think I
Go.
can start. So it's gonna be 2020, and I think my phrase is gonna be it's okay not to be okay.
2020, it's okay not to be okay.
Okay.
Brilliant. I love it. Sheena?
Mostly in that time only, after COVID, 2021,
Mm-hmm.
I'm back with the bang.
Oh, okay.
Back with the bang.
Nice, yeah. I think for me, it would be this year, 2025, and the phrase would be taking a chill pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chill
Good,
pill.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Lovely.
And I would like to ask you, what would be
Yeah,
that big
exactly,
deal energy
yes.
year for you?
For me, it would be 2019
Okay.
when I really, 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 truly said, what's the big deal?
Oh,
Mic
nice,
drop.
nice,
What's the
yeah.
big deal?